5 simple steps that you can undertake in order to meet and communicate with your power animal. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly what those 5 steps are, and more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can use your power animal to empower you, to guide you, and to protect you in everyday situations. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Michael William Denny of the ThunderWizard.com YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk to you once again about shamanic journeying, and specifically we're going to talk about how you can meet and communicate with your power animal. Now, I want to clear something up, because there is this misconception that this idea of a power animal or a spirit animal is something that's only found in so-called primitive cultures. A lot of people practice what they call Native American shamanism. But the truth of the matter is that there are thousands and thousands of Native American nations. Not all of them practice the same type of spirituality, and a lot of them take offense to the idea that, you know, spirit animals and totem animals is connected to, you know, that's not necessarily only found in those cultures. The truth of the matter is that the idea of a spirit animal is something that is deeply rooted in the pre-Christian European cultures. In my native ethnic culture, which is Scandinavian, we call it a Fyljia, or a fetch spirit. And a fetch spirit is a power spirit that lives with you and stays with you for your entire life, and it is an animal spirit. In fact, according to some of the old mythology, a wizard can tell what kind of animal spirit you have simply by looking at you. By looking at you, they can see an animal following you around, usually walking in front of you, protecting you and guiding you away. So there are multiple kinds of fetch spirits, and some of them are more like guardian angels, as we would call them. But specifically today, we're going to be talking about the kind of fetch spirit that is associated with an animal and associated with your own character, and something that denotes your inherent power in life. Animal spirit wants to connect with you mostly in a dream state. Now, it's said that if you see your animal spirit while you're awake, it means that you are about to die. So don't get worried. That doesn't mean that if you're walking in the forest and if you see an animal actually walk past you, that's something else. Now, we're talking about if out of nowhere a spirit animal, you know, appears in front of you and it's your fetch spirit, that's possibly a means of concern, but don't worry about it. We're not going to be doing that. So an animal spirit in our tradition is here to guide you and empower you on the spirit plane in the dream state. So I'm going to teach you the 5 steps that you need to undertake in order to meet and communicate with your fetch spirit. And this is going to be done in what we call shamanic journeying. Now, if you're not familiar with that, please go back and watch my first video where I talk about the 5 steps to have a shamanic journey, and then come back here. So we're going to employ basically those same 5 steps. You know, once you learn how to journey, you know, you can undertake this. By the way, there's no right or wrong way to journey, okay? All of the things that you find in multiple different cultures, climbing up the tree, or going inside a hole, or getting on a ship, all of these things are ways that your subconscious and unconscious mind give you permission to go into altered states of consciousness. And so don't get hung up on the symbolism. You know, those things work, and they work because in our minds that symbolism gives us the permission to go to those places and gives us the power to do things. So bottom line is, whatever works for you, go ahead and do that. So having said that, let's go ahead and talk about what those 5 steps are. So the first step to meet your power animal, number 1, is to get your drumming recording. Now, we talked about this in the first shamanic journey video, and the reason why I use drumming is because it works, and if it works, don't fix it. Every single culture on the planet has used drums. In fact, even if you're of Northern European descent, if you look around, you can find that one of the first things that the Catholic Church did when it got to the British Isles is that it tried to outlaw the practice of Anglo-Saxon shamanic drummers who would travel around to different villages and towns. So this was something that our ancestors did too. They used drums for spiritual reasons. So there's no reason why we can't do it now today. So the first thing, as I said, I want you to go get a recording of shamanic drumming. Now, there are all kinds of ways to get it. You can simply go onto YouTube if you want. My suggestion is to use Michael Harner's shamanic drumming. So all you need to do is type in Michael Harner shamanic drumming 30 minutes. I recommend a 30-minute drumming session. Now, you don't have to go that long. Once you get better at it, you can probably journey in a lot less time. But when you really want to go deep, you want to give yourself some time to go deep and get real. So this is good to do in the beginning. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your drumming recording. Second thing you want to do is once you've sat down or lied down and you've put on your earphones or whatever it is that you do to listen to the music and you've begun going into your altered state, I want you to go to a power place. Now, your power place is not going to be the same as mine. And the power place is a place where you feel very empowered, very comfortable, very safe, very happy, very secure. So for me, my power place specifically is a place up in the mountains here of California that I love going to. Now, I go there in Shamanic Journey all the time whenever I really want to meet with an entity or I need to work out some kind of a problem or just to gain power. I will journey to that place. So your power place can be anything. It can be on the beach, it can be up in the mountains, it can be in the desert, it can be in the middle of the ocean, it can be a tropical paradise. I don't care what it is. It can be, a temple somewhere. I don't care. Whatever it is that you feel the most empowered and safe and happy, that can be your power place. And of course, you can pick any place you want. So pick a place that you've decided that you want to go. So second step is in your journey, you're going to travel to this place of power. Once you get there, I want you to just simply enjoy being there, look around at the place, take in whatever is there, take in the energy, feel yourself becoming empowered. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to ask for your power animal to show itself. So however you want to do that, if you want to say, power animal, are you here? If you want to send out the message, I'm ready to meet you. Please come and greet me. Just put out the message that you want to meet your power animal. Now, probably what will happen is very quickly, a being will show up. Step 4, you want to receive a gift of power from your power animal. You are going to ask your animal, do you have anything for me? Let your power animal give you a gift of power. So once you've done that, spend as much time as you want with your animal, communicating with it, just being with it, studying it, doesn't matter. Just spend time with your power animal because your power animal is you, by the way. It's nothing else, it's just a part of you. Before you leave, of course, you thank your spirit guide, your power animal. You thank any other beings that have shown up. You thank your power place is also an entity in and of itself. So you thank your power place for existing, for giving you power. Now, step 5 is you come out of the shamanic journey. And as soon as you are awake, I want you to write down exactly what happened. Describe exactly what your power animal looked like. Describe how you felt. Describe what the gift was that it gave to you. Describe anything that happened. Anything and everything that happened, you want to write it down and come back to it later. The reason for that is that I have found that in the spirit state, lots of times, when as soon as you come out of it, it's still with you and you think you won't forget it. But the truth is it starts to sink back down into your subconscious mind. So you want to have that available in writing so you can go back and look at it. Trust me, you'll get a lot of benefit from this later. If ever you're wanting to deepen your connection, you can go back and look at what you wrote. Now, I'm going to give you a little extra. This is not part of the 5-step process, but this is something extra that you can use, which is how to use the benefit of your power animal in everyday situations. Let's say you're at work or you're on the train or whatever it is, and you want more power, you want more confidence, you want to ask a girl out and you want more power or more confidence. I mean, you can use this for anything. Your power animal is here to do just that, to give you power. And so when you are in any normal everyday situation and you start to feel like you want more power or you want more self-confidence, then all you need to do is just simply bring to mind your power animal. Just simply think of it. And you'll see that on a subconscious level and on an energetic level, you will feel a power flow through you. And it will give you the ability, sometimes it will give you your intuition, something that you need to know, but at the very least it will give you the self-confidence to do whatever it is you need to do in that moment. Just to underscore how fundamental and how important this idea was to Northern Europeans, is we'll just look at somebody you've all heard of, Ozzy Osbourne. So that name Osbourne is actually a shamanic name. Osbourne means spirit bear. Os or Os means spirit or God, and Bjorn means bear. Osborne means spirit bear. So it's very likely that Ozzy Osbourne is descended from berserkers. Berserkers were shapeshifters who would take on the power of either the bear or the wolf and go into battle. And you knew these guys were berserkers because they wore either a wolf pelt or a bear shirt, bear skirt, berserk. So these were berserkers. And it was believed that the berserkers had the ability to take on the power of the wolf or the bear to such a degree that they could do things like walk through fire and had incredible strength and bravery and all kinds of things like that. So this idea of shape-shifting and of power animals is something that is fundamental to everybody. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, listen, you don't have to try and go be Native American. Okay? They have their own culture. They have their own practices. You don't have to adopt somebody else's cultural practice. You can if you want, especially if you have permission, and I have no problem with people doing whatever. But just know that this is part of your ancestral heritage. No matter where you come from, I'm sure that there is some practice. If you go far enough back into your past, you will find a practice where somebody did some kind of visionary journey to connect with the power of animals. It's everywhere. So this is something that is in our DNA. This is something that you have available to you. So having said that, now I want to invite you to be part of a Master Shamanism class, which I'm teaching. Just follow this link here at the bottom, patreon.com/thunderwizard. And starting at the 2nd subscription level, you will be given access to weekly 1-hour videos in Master Shamanism. And we're starting from the beginning. And what we're doing right now, we've been creating what I call a thunder wheel. And a thunder wheel is either something you make in miniature for an altar form, or you make it larger and you can actually stand in the middle of it. And it is a portal. It's a gateway that connects you to all of the 9 worlds of the world tree. We live in a universe where Earth is in the center, what my ancestors would call Midgard, or the middle yard, or Middle Earth. And surrounded around Middle Earth was 8 other realms of existence, or what we call worlds. And so learning how to connect with these other worlds, you can journey to these other worlds in Shamanic Journey. You can connect with the beings, with the gods, with the giants, with the elves, with the dwarves. You can connect with all of these beings, and I teach you exactly what these beings are and how you can connect with them. And more importantly, how you can use this 8-sided thunder wheel as like a combination lock. That when you understand how to put different pieces together in different orders, you can literally open up the gates of the universe and achieve just about anything you can imagine. So if you're interested in that, please go there. And if, of course, all of my books and DVDs are available, just go and punch in my name on Amazon and they'll come up. So that's it for now, my friends. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like. And if you have any questions, please put them in the video comments below. That's the best way to communicate with me. And that way you can share your questions with other people who probably are asking many of the same questions you are. So that's it for now, my friends. Until then, remember, your power animal is with you, whether you realize it or not. It's there to give you strength and to guide you, and you can meet and communicate with your power animal. Talk to you soon.